first off, we have 2001 Kawasaki Eliminator 125. We actually ended up buying this motorcycle for my wife. Turns out she can't ride, so rather than sell it for a loss, I think I'm going to make it into something fun. These can be had dirt cheap, real popular for motorcycle training schools and not much else. So I think we're going to do a street tracker model with this one. Here we have a CB750 1977 K model. This bike needs to be pulled out of retirement. It's been sitting for about 10 years. It honestly did run when I parked it, but there are a few problems with it. Fork seals are bad, head gasket leaks, carburetors leak, needs new front tire, and really that'd be about it, other than possibly a new clutch. Well, really needs to be cleaned up. We got the Vetter touring package on this thing. Not sure if I'm going to keep those yet. I like the idea of doing some vintage touring, but this bike is surprisingly valuable. Checked it out on eBay a few days ago, and I think I might just do an original restoration mod later in the future. But for the next project after the Kawasaki, I'm just going to get this thing back on the road, just pulling it out of retirement. It's going to be super useful information. Odds are if you buy a bike of this age, you're going to need to do all of the things that I'm about to do to it. Up next, we have a Suzuki S40. It's a 2012 model. Used to be known as a Suzuki Savage and sometimes as the LS650. This bike is, well, to be honest with you, this thing was completely not on my radar until I found Rika Motorcycle. They built a bobber kit for this thing. Looks super great. And I tell you what, after I visited their website, I went out and bought this motorcycle. Thought it would make a great series. The thing is practically brand new. It was a learner bike for somebody who did not enjoy it, and they sold it to me for like $2,000. And as you can see, it only has like 1,400 miles on it. They still sell these brand new. They're about $6,000. So that was a pretty excellent deal. The kit comes with the hardtail rear section, fork lowering kit, seat, all sorts of fun stuff that totally transforms this motorcycle into something you would actually want to ride. These things, you know, I've seen them going for $1,000 on Craigslist, and you could pick up their kit for, I think it's about $2,500. So for just a few $1,000s, you could have a really sweet motorcycle. This one is a 2006 Victory Tour Cruiser V92 TC. I bought this new in 07. When I got it, it had a big old windshield on the front. Was not crazy about it. Terrible aerodynamics. Lots of helmet buffeting. So I got this fairing here from a friend of mine. It's a Harley Davidson Road Glide fairing, I believe, for Electra Glide. So I just fabbed up some brackets and I built a custom inner fairing for it to hold speakers, cell phone mounts there in the middle. So this one, I've already done a bit of custom work to it. These lower deflectors here, I benched those up out of some sheet metal, painted them up. I also painted the fairing, and it shows. It's definitely a home job, but nothing to be ashamed of. My plan for this bike is I'm going to redo that fiberglass inner fairing, and I'm going to flush mount an iPad mini into it. That will control the music and navigation. So when I bought this motorcycle, I wanted a large bike. I was super into touring at the time, and I was touring on that thing. So I wanted something comfortable. I cross-checked the equivalent Harley-Davidson Road King, and it was like $6,000 or $7,000 more than this one. So, you know, even back in '07, I was buying what I could afford, and I was making it into what I want. And that fairing actually worked out really well. A super good, calm air pocket all the way around the passenger. Even with that low windshield, those lower deflectors just polished it right up. No cross turbulence from air coming underneath. And it worked out really well, and I saved thousands of dollars doing it. This is my 1999 Honda Shadow. It actually hasn't been on the road for a few years now. I have a weird problem with it. The rear cylinder cuts out except under hard acceleration. If any of you have any suggestions what that might be, I'm at a complete standstill. So this is my total biker cliche motorcycle. Just a ton of fun to ride. It's an 1100cc. I think I have about 25,000 miles on it so far. But horribly, horribly underpowered. That little 650 there will own it, especially in the quarter mile. The Shadow, you know, it has a top speed of, I don't know, I think I've had up to 119. I don't think that one's going to make it up that high. So, but this thing is slow acceleration. I don't know yet if I'll make a project out of this one for videos, but you never know. It's sitting there if I decide I want to. We're back to the CB 750. Haven't decided for sure what I'm going to do with this yet. My original plan was to make a cafe racer out of it. Found a really great carbon fiber body kit for it online. Tank, seat, cowl, and stuff like that. But I got to look in these things online, and they're getting to be pretty valuable. So I think I might just put it on the road. I got this idea that I'd like to do some videos about vintage touring, and I might do that. And then maybe next year we'll do a complete restoration on it. A factory original restoration. Haven't completely decided yet, but that's my CB 750 1977 K model. This is not going to be a project. This is a parts bike. This is part of a CB 750A Honda-matic 1977. I got that ripped down completely. There's a frame here. Then I have a bunch of shelves here with all the rest of the parts. I was originally going to do a bobber out of this. I may still do that. They make a nice weld-on hardtail kit for this. I don't know if I'll do a video series on that. It's already ripped apart. You know, I think the tearing it down is a pretty important part to see. But I may still do it. I don't know yet. If I do, it probably won't be until next year. So, yeah, I got a screaming good deal on it. It was a take that back, it was a basket case. I got it in 3 baskets and a roller. I brought it into my garage, got it running again, just to confirm that I could. And then I ripped it apart and here it sits. So haven't decided for sure what I'm going to do with that. It's already in pieces. I just may part it out and get rid of it. They're not fast motorcycles, especially compared to that one. That one, yeah, that would own it. This one is a pig. It's heavy, it's slow, only has 2 gears, but it has no clutch, which is why I thought I'd make a fun bobber.